my channel. My name is Eve. This is Everyday Artist, and welcome. And this is Rogue, who wants desperately to go lie down. It's early. She's like, why are you up? They're coming to work on the house today, and I wanted to get this video made before they were to come in. So here I am. I don't have a lot to talk to you about. It's going to be a short video. I have been crocheting this. It's a bag, but I don't like this top part. Okay, I'm making it up, all right? I saw one, and it was much smaller. It was like about the size of this. And I said, I'd like one of those, but I'd like it bigger. So, but I don't like, I don't remember how he did the top exactly. But I'm going to put a drawstring on it so that it's more like that. But I'm not sure I like the top. So, and I don't know where that video is. It was just something I saw. And I fixed this. I took the cotton one off because I thought that won't do. It's got a lot of strings hanging off, and I put on acrylic because I don't want one cotton one. So, yeah. That's all the crochet I've done. And I've been doing a lot of cross stitch. Some of it's the monthly stuff I'll show you at the beginning of May. But I have a new start, I have a finish, and I'm behind on my flag. I keep forgetting to do it. It's not that I don't want to do it, it's that I'm like my phone. I'm like cross-stitching happily, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta work on that because Stitching with the Housewives did a video, or Just Keep Stitching did a video or something. And so then I start working on that, and then I just keep forgetting. So I'm behind. I'm easily distractible. Part of the problem is that, as one of my viewers said, you need to work on just one thing at a time. I know, but that's just not the way my brain works. And I've never done that. I've always had several projects going, so yeah. Plus, I've added more projects. I borrowed my sister's sewing machine so I can FFO some of my finishes, and I bought fabric to make two project bags, and we'll see how they come out, because I don't have any of my patterns or anything with me, so I made patterns of the bags that I used to do, so we'll see. Anyway, let's get started. So my new start, and it's not much of a start, is Ladybug Picnic by Hands On Design. And I was working on those middle flowers. The middle one of those middle flowers, not leaves, flowers, leaves, is different. And I did it the same as the other one, so I had to take that out and do it again, or I would have had 3 of these. So this is all I have. This is on 32 count fabric that Vicky sent me from a grab bag. So I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. And part of me was like, oh, but I want to work on that again. No, I have other things I need to work on. And I'll get back to that. Yeah, I have a lot of WIPs. And part of me wants to get rid of some of my WIPs so I don't feel so guilty about starting new starts, other than that one, which is a WIPGO new start. But speaking of WIPGO, I was working on Pueblo Pottery number 2. It's one of my WIPGO projects. I was supposed to work on it for only 5 days, and I ended up working on it for 6.5 because I wanted to finish it. This is Hopi Pottery, and this is the flute player. So you may notice I still have the threads in here because there's two more well, I don't know what you call these. There's 2 more patterns. There we go. There's one for this one and one for this one. I like them both. I have no idea which one I'll start next, but that's a problem for another year. So here it is. My sister thought I missed a stitch in here. No, it's patterned that way, and that's a white stitch in there. What I was doing while I was taking so long was filling the inside white, which is very close to this color, but yeah, I went ahead and put it in because it is different than that one. And then I spoke of my flag. I am behind. I wanted to finish it before July 4th, so that's not going to happen. I will finish it. So here's the flag, and that's what I've done. I will finish it, it just not as soon as I wanted to. The whole ad for this is do one of these flowers a day for a year and you'll finish it. Oh, excuse me. As I said, it's very early. And plus I had to sleep on the couch. Yeah. They're coming today to work on the house. Part of what they're working on is my bedroom, so I had to get everything out of the closet again, and it's all on my bed. So I slept out here on the couch. There's a blow-up mattress in the craft room. I hate the thing, and Rogue won't sleep on it at all. So oh, again, I'm so sorry. So out of the punch needle and primitive stitcher, this is fall 2020. I saw this little kitty and I fell in love. This is Trick or Treat by Barbara Anna. And I have no intention of doing the whole thing. What I had thought was that I would just do the pumpkins that she's holding. And I was like, well, because I want to make it a stand-up. And I thought, well, that's not going to be even on both sides. It'll look weird. And last night I was like, you know what? Instead of putting those flowers, which will make it unbalanced again, see, it's perfectly balanced with the stars above it. but I don't want to put the stars above it. So I might put her holding the pumpkins on both sides. Let me know. Tell me in the comments what you think. I could make her stand up without doing any, holding the pumpkins on both sides, or with pumpkins and the flowers. What's your thoughts? So this is my progress so far. In the process of doing her little hat. So next I'll do the pumpkins. Today's the last day that I'm going to be working on this. Probably. I'm so close to a finish, and I want to get it finished again. That orange goes in her eyes too. Her eyes aren't done. Airplane. There's an airport near here. Phoenix, Maine airport is Sky Harbor, which is in Phoenix, across the street from Tempe. And we live south of that and very far east of that. So there's another airport, which is a secondary airport, and it is called Gateway. I think it's Gateway, just Gateway. I'm not sure. A lot like LAX and Burbank. You know, flew into Burbank's airport once for a Star Trek convention of all things. It wasn't exactly a convention. It was a luncheon where the excuse me, where a lot of the actors from different Star Trek shows were going to be. And I got to eat lunch with Rene Auberjonois from Deep Space Nine. It was very fun. And I really liked talking with him. It was great. I digress. So I have been working on CrazzyStitch's We Do Geek. And here's my progress so far. So I put in the word ever, and then I get to work down here. And I think I've planned it out where it fits on there with some room to spare. A little bit of room to spare, but room to spare. So I hope it won't look weird that it's tighter than the rest of the, the things are pretty far apart, and I'm going to decrease it by one stitch or two. But there's some places where it's really close, like right here. So I think it'll be okay. And once it's done, it'll be in my house, and if people don't like it, they can sit on a tack, as my mom used to say. Lastly, my temperature chart. This is Temperature Pets by JaceBreeze. And here's this dog. So after I finish this dog, I'm going to go down here. We had one very warm day, and now it's cooler. And then, excuse me, we had a day yesterday that was only 82, 83, and it's supposed to be similar today. And that's more like our normal spring temperatures, so that's fantastic, because look how hot March was. I may have to find another color to do the really hot. I have one more color of hot. I may need to get another color to add for really hot, because if it's been this warm already, where all Phoenicians are like, it's going to be another one of those 120 years. It got that hot. When I say 120, I'm like exaggerating slightly, only very slightly. It got that hot a couple of years since I've lived here, and 1 year before I moved here. But I remember 1 year it was so warm that they had to stop flights at Sky Harbor because the asphalt was melting. And I don't know if you've ever seen that kind of heat. I remember my mom had a flat once, and so it was It was 3 houses down from where we lived. So my mom just left it there for my dad to change the tire when he got home. But it was summer. There was a permanent dip in the asphalt with the imprint of a tire on it. Yeah, it was there until they repaved that particular street. You know, we'd be playing as kids. Oh yeah, that's where my mom had flat. Because it had melted into the asphalt. So it can get that hot here. Yeah. Anyway, very, very short video. That's everything I have for you. I've been considering doing videos only every 2 weeks, just so I have a little bit more progress, a little bit more content. I'm still thinking about it. I don't mind doing them every week. I kind of like being able to, you know, like my finish, I want to be able to show you guys, you know, that kind of thing. And I know that I could pop on and make a video anytime I want, but anyway, that's everything I have for you, and I will see you in another week. Well, yeah, probably. My sisters are going out of town for my cousin's memorial, and we won't have a Three Sisters creative video. And part of me's like, well, if I do a video, I won't remember what I already talked about. It's hard enough with talking about it on the Three Sisters creative video and then talking about it here, which one I showed it on, or if I showed it on both already. So probably I will be back in a week, and you guys have a great April and happy stitching.